Today, we're introducing an incredible ComfyUI encryption tool that can encrypt and compress any workflow, protecting the core logic of the workflow. Its implementation is very simple, requiring just a few drive nodes. Let's take a look at the workflow. We're going to encrypt. It's an image extension workflow. As you can see, it has many nodes, and the logic is quite complex. After being encrypted and simplified by ComfyUI CryptoCat, the result looks like this, except for the necessary inputs and outputs. All the logic is hidden, greatly reducing the complexity of the workflow. Let's run it and take a look. Okay, great. As you can see, it's running perfectly without any issue. Now let's see how to install this node. Since this node has just been released and hasn't been added to the manager yet, we need to manually download it from GitHub, find the ComfyUI CryptoCat repository, clone it using git, and place it in the custom nodes folder of ComfyUI. After that, restart ComfyUI, and the installation of the node will be complete. I also hope everyone can give the code a star on GitHub so it can be included in the manager sooner. Now let's see how easy it is to encrypt a workflow first. Under the advanced menu, find the CryptoCat submenu and select the input crypto, of course. You can also search for it directly. Then connect the output to the output node and the input to the node that requires user input. This completes the encryption setup. Note that there are two directories here. One is the folder for the encrypted output, and the other is the project name, which is the subfolder for the output. By default, it's in the output folder. You can see that these two files are the encrypted files you'll send to the user. One is the encrypted and compressed part, and the other is the simplified workflow. Now let's explore some more advanced features. First, for the input node, you can turn it into a text input so that it doesn't entangle with the model loader. Of course, if you want to expose the model loader to the user, you can still connect it. Another issue is with random seeds as they are generated on the web end, but the encryption component has moved this process to the server end, causing the random seed to no longer generate. So using the random seed node allows the random seed to regenerate on the server side. This gives us an even more streamlined node. As you can see, it differs from ComfyUI's built-in node grouping concept. Node groups just organize nodes on the web side, but this approach moves the execution of these nodes to the server side. You can no longer see these nodes in the network data flow, further enhancing the protection of the workflow. There are a few pitfalls to remind users of. First, if there are third-party nodes not installed by the user, they used to be displayed in red in the interface to alert the user. However, these nodes are now hidden, and the manager won't automatically install them. So we need to find other ways to ensure users have installed these nodes. Additionally, many models require users to modify storage paths based on their environment, but there is no interface to change that now. If you encounter any issues during use, feel free to provide feedback and I make improvements in a timely manner. If you need customized features like adding time limits, usage limits, remote authentication, etc., you can contact me for customization. Thank you. And don't forget to give a star on GitHub.